What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching the DC edition of the Ragin Nation Show. This is just a web series where we talk about all things matter to me in the world of the DC Cinematic Universe. This is episode number 11, and what I'm about to talk about could be filed under rumor, because I'm really not sure if this can be confirmed, or if it's official, or if it's just something that somebody made up. But anyways, I just discovered this yesterday, and I've been doing a lot of research about whether or not this is true. But for the time being, I really can't confirm whether or not it is official or not. So let's just file this under rumor and see how this plays out. So you'll notice that maybe if you surf entertainment news sites, that this image is circling around. And that is this right here. Batman vs. Superman, divided into two parts. Alright? Now, this could be completely fake, but if it were real, I can totally understand why they would want to do such a thing. Okay, let's take a look at it. Batman vs. Superman, Part 1 is Enter the Night, obviously suggesting that this is where they introduce Batman. Okay? Part 2 would be Dawn of Justice. Dawn of Justice obviously meaning that this is where Justice League comes together. Alright? Split into two movies. Could it be really happening? I'm not sure, but the dates are right here, and that is this year, October 23rd, okay, and then next year, 2016, March 25th, okay. So what the heck is going on? Like I said before, this could be entirely fake, but if it were to be true, I understand why. And that is, well, first of all, they were done filming a long time ago. They're obviously doing principal photography right now, but this is a lot of material to cover. They have a lot of characters in this movie. Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, of course Batman, and Superman, and of course a bunch of supervillains. I wouldn't say it's all supervillains, but Lex Luthor, and of course, well, I can't say of course, but if you don't already know, Doomsday is supposed to be one of the characters in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. Okay. Now, what's really crazy is that the other release date, or rather Part 1 release date, is in 2015. Typically, by now, or rather by December of 2014, all the major movie studios will know when they want to release their movies for 2015. Typically, you wouldn't see a movie's release date being announced in the same year that it is being released. So that's what makes it a little bit hard for me to believe. But keep in mind, they did complete principal photography, you know, a couple of months ago. All right, so they've been working at this for quite a bit, and they definitely can make it for a October 23rd release date if they wanted to. If they really wanted to, they could make that happen. Okay, and of course, October is not that far from March of the following year. Okay, so it's possible that we could be seeing Dawn of Justice split into two films. Now, of course, a lot of people can say it's all about money. I mean, sure it is. It's a business. Warner Brothers has, you know, they need to make millions of money after investing millions of dollars. Millions of money. Millions of dollars. All right? So, of course, they're going to make more money. Okay? But there's another thing, and that is there's a lot of material to cover. And it might not be able to be covered in just one film. Okay? We're talking about a lot of characters here. If we're going to be putting in a lot of characters, this most likely will be, if it's just one film, a 2.5-hour film to a 3-hour film. Okay? They might split it into two 2-hour films, or one 2-hour film and then one 2.5-hour film. I'm sure they got tons and tons of material. Okay? They have enough material for a 4.5-hour film. They're most likely going to split it up. But we don't know anything about this. It could be a rumor, could be true, who knows. But the possibility of it being true is still out there, okay? If it's fake, then this video, you know what, whatever, okay? But if it's real, then I heard another rumor, okay? I heard another rumor, and that is, or rather, I don't hear rumors. People don't tell it to me directly by phone. I read another rumor, and that other rumor is that apparently the first half is supposed to be about Batman versus Superman. Okay, that's where they iron out their differences. This is where they go up against each other head to head. Dawn of Justice is where the team comes together, or rather the Trinity comes together. Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, they come together to fight off Doomsday, and apparently the battle against Doomsday is supposed to be epic. We're talking about, I guess, full-on epic city destruction once again, just like Man of Steel. Okay, Batman versus Superman. You know what? Not gonna be epic on the scale. For the level of craziness, for the damage, that is spread out whenever they fight each other. All right, obviously this is Batman. He's a vigilante. He's out there for the people and himself. And then there's Superman, who's out there for the people. Obviously they're not gonna like destroy buildings, but then Doomsday comes along. Okay. So that's where, if in fact there's going to be 2 movies, that's where all the destruction takes place. So the second part is supposed to be a lot more epic in terms of all the visuals and the action and the destruction compared to part 1. Part 1 is more about Batman and Superman, just going at it, which isn't supposed to be as spectacular as the Doomsday battle. That's the rumor I heard, if this initial rumor is true. Okay? Now, another reason why they're doing this is because, well, you gotta look at it this way. Warner Brothers has just so many main characters in this, in this journey to Justice League. The thing is that they're putting them out all at once. Okay, it's not like Marvel, where they brought out Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, and Hulk, and then the Avengers. There was that build-up. There is no build-up for the Justice League. Or rather, seeing them come together. It was just Man of Steel, and then suddenly, boom, they're all in the same movie. Alright? So because of that, they want to stretch it out. They're working in reverse. Marvel Cinematic Studios did the build-up. But DC Cinematic Universe, or rather Warner Brothers, isn't doing the build-up. They're putting them all at once, and then putting out the individual characters later on. Okay? And then eventually, it becomes like the whole Infinity War Justice League thing. Alright? But yeah, that's all I gotta say in this video. I just wanted to mention to you guys that there is a rumor that this film is going to be split in 2. If Warner Brothers does it, I could totally see them doing it. They want to make more money. And to top things off, Zack Snyder most likely filmed a good 6 hours worth of material that could be spliced into 2 films. And I really don't mind that, mainly because there are 2 separate stories being told here. Okay? If you're going to introduce Doomsday in the same movie where Batman and Superman are fighting each other, with Lex Luthor in it, with Aquaman and Cyborg as supporting characters, with the introduction of Wonder Woman, I would actually feel like there's just not a lot of screen time given to the characters in a 2.5-hour film. It's just not enough. Okay? So by splitting it up, they could serve as their own movies, but then in the end work out as one big story. Okay, so I'm cool with that. Okay, it's not like it's gonna be like, well, I mean, it could be like a cliffhanger at the end of Enter the Night. It could be, all right. But at the end of all this, I would prefer that they end it with like a beginning and middle and an end, and then the main conflict is resolved, and then comes a new conflict when we watch Dawn of Justice. Okay, as opposed to we're seeing the second half of another movie. Or of a longer film, and then it's nothing but action. That wouldn't really work for me. Okay? But anyways, I'm sure there's some teaser at the end of Enter the Night where they tease Doomsday or something like that. Or something, I don't know. But who knows? It could be split into 2 parts, and if it does, whatever, I'm going to watch them both, and I'm going to enjoy them both. Anyways, how do you guys feel about that? As always, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments section below. And also hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, @Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Battle's gonna pan out. I mean, look at the size of his legs and his feet on Hulkbuster. Okay? And then here is Vision.